Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, I know it's the first play in the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Can he make it to the marker? And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, that's what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Quick throw caught on the left side. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
Choosing to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Scanning the field. It's 4. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Off the play fake on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And the Noles come up to the line in a hurry up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They get set to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. Can they recover from that right now? Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The pocket breaking down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around.
Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They were back stuff to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Gonna run it. It's Cornelius.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. And now the running back's got it again. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense with a major gamble here. Going for it inside their own 40. Quick throw on fourth down to the left side. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And now from the pistol formation. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Gonna run it. It's Cornelius.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Ford. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. There's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. That's a beautiful stripe on the move, Kurt, and that's why this quarterback is a defensive coordinator's nightmare, right?
Well, he moves around so well. He can make plays from the pocket. What I love about him is what you're saying. He gets outside. He's a threat to run as well with his athletic ability, but the arm strength to be able to make that throw and make this defense pay for it.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing and clicking move right down the field for a touchdown. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Checks this down to the running back. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Knowles. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. The spin move. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The Knowles will come to the line to run the hurry up. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Fourth down RPO looking left. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, that one's picked off. And he finally steps out at the 10. Offense set up in great position.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He's moving out of the pocket. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it, backed up to his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
They'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And the Seminoles line it up with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. And the Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. The quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Can the defense hold up here on third and goal?
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow...
Touchdown, Noles. Strong game by this quarterback. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. Moving right through the contacts. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Solid gain moves the ball to the 47. It'll be first down. They'll run it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Dropping back, it's 4. Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Defense not pressing this time. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now.
That return backfires on him. Now, our offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for some space. It's Cornelius. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking downfield. It's Ford. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And the Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down and goal upcoming. It's a blitz look here from the defense. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Dump off caught by the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Got the first down, now looking for more. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Well, good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He shreds the tackle. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Along the sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
2nd and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Dogs. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 15. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Runs through the defender. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers.
You'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air, it's Ford. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quick throw, testing the middle. It's caught downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in.
It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. The freshman off the mark behind his receiver that time. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's got it. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Went after, up and good.
52, Georgia, 28.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time, they hit it for a big gain.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Look out, he's got some space. At the 20, crosses the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he steps out of bounds at the 9. The offense will be backed up to start this possession. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the defense brings him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Enough for a first down at the 37. Dogs looking to run some tempo here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Bulldogs keep the football on the move. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Breaks loose at the 40. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. Just pounding away for another big gain. But you wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the runner takes off to his right. Powering right past the defender. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Chris, what the heck? Might as well go for it here on 4th down. You have such a big lead. What do you have to lose? Let's see the coach, what decision he comes up with.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to the lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield. It's 4. The pass rush closing in. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Here's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that will help them down the road.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is You wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. Back to pass. It's Ford. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter.